What are Grabovio codes and how do we use these sacred numbers to do shadow work or simply attract wealth, health, or love? I'll go over the meaning, mathematics, and science behind these numbers, so stick around as I'll tell you at the end how to use it and incorporate it into your lives. Namaste, Sacred Masters. I'm Dr. Iwas Ukehi, Certified Shadow Work NLP Manifestation Coach. Today, we're going to talk about Grabovio codes. What are they? Grabovio codes, or some like to call it Grabovio numbers, is a sequence of numbers that uses radionic signatures to offer numerous benefits to people such as love, wealth, or health. For those of you who need a quick catch-up, radionic signatures come from radionic theory. It is the concept that all life forms share common ground in that they are immersed in the electromagnetic field of the Earth. Radionics sees that imbalance of these electromagnetic vibrations or frequencies is the cause of disease, ill will, and poverty. These vibrations or frequencies are expressed in numerical values known as rates or in H form of geometric patterns. Using this theory, a psychic and mathematician named Grigori Grabovio would use his radionic machine to pinpoint the numbers associated with various energies that attract love, wealth, and even various health conditions. First, I will explain how these numbers are used briefly, but stay to the end where I will start getting into detail on how to use them, not only for your meditations, but for your shadow work. In short, one expresses these numbers several times a day, and the frequencies that these numbers generate manipulate the energy field around you in terms of geometry and vibrations to turn your requests into a reality. What do I mean by expression? I talked about the VARC model in one of my videos here, where you can discover whether you're a visual person, auditory, reading and writing, or kinesthetic learner. If you are a visual learner, expressing those numbers could mean visualizing them. Auditory learners could record these numbers and hear them or express them by stating the numbers out loud. Reading and writing people could write these numbers down and so on. So there are different ways of expressing these numbers, but briefly, you are utilizing these numbers to activate the proper energy fields around you. Before I jump into a more concise and clear way to activate these numbers, I thought it is important that I first explain these numbers and how they work, so you're not simply looking at numbers and wishing for the best. We know that each number has a different power and meaning in the universe. These numbers have different vibrations. Some of you might know it because you feel something is different when you see numbers like 111 or 2222. But what do these numbers mean, and how do Grabovio codes use them? Okay, let's start by going through each number so you know exactly what they are. The number 1 concerns the beginning and creation of things. Everything that has to do with creation, the start of something, resonates within the vibrations of the number 1. Since it follows number 1, number 2 is the connection with a type of force that moves us into action. Its vibration resonates with your divine life purpose and soul mission. The number 3's vibration is one that resonates with the energies of the Ascended Masters. You can call them deities, spirit guides, or angel guides. They are used for assistance in manifesting. 4 is the number of humanity. Its vibration is the connecting relationship between one and the universe. Some actually believe that the connecting relationship points to the energies of archangels. 5 is the vibration of self-love. It is about individualism and non-attachment. It is kindness and surrender to oneself. Hence, we can also assume it has a certain connection even with the ego. The number 6 follows your beliefs and principles in life. Its vibration represents your ethics, traits, philosophies, and values. It is empathy and sympathy that creates a balance and harmony. Number 7, a very common number in Christian beliefs, and for a good reason. It deals between the connection of a person's soul and spirit. The number also resonates with the collective consciousness, faith, and spirituality. 8 is a number vibrating at the frequency of karma, the universal spiritual law of cause and effect. It is the relationship of space and time between everything that exists in the universe. The number 9 is the same vibrations that psychics use to tap into that gives them their abilities. By tapping into divinity through the universe frequencies, it is thus linked to mediumship. And lastly, the number 0 resonates with the vibrations and energies of leadership, success, and energy. It is also the same frequency at a specific moment of transition, which is preparation. Now, each of you have already experienced the power of these numbers. You can definitely feel the energy around you changing when you see numbers like 1111 or 4444. All you have to do is Google how many people are rushing to find out what it means when they experience this number, because they feel a shift in vibrations. This is something that's special, like a sign. Grabovoi codes work in the same way, by combining these numbers to an even much greater power. The number of Grabovoi codes is so vast that it's published in books, and I will list some on the description below. Also, I will list some of the common ones people have used, like 888, 412, 1289018 for love, 520, 741, 8 for money, or 318, 514, 517, 618 to get out of our unemployment. There's even a combination of numbers like 141, 551 to help with nicotine addiction. Again, check the description box for a short list and where you can buy the book for thousands of codes and numbers. Or hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell where I will make more videos with updates of newer numbers as I find them. So how do you actually visualize them? Just seeing the numbers? Not really. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but I'll try to explain it as simply as I can for you. If your Grabovoi number that you want to use has 9 or more digits, visualize or write it down on a sphere in a white and silver color. Otherwise, put the numbers down on a 3x3 Rubik cube. Break the numbers up and fit it into each grid. Like the sphere, the grid is a white silvery colors on the edges. Remember that all 6 sides of the Rubik cube must contain those same numbers. This is called our quantum transfiguration chamber. The best way to visualize your quantum transfiguration chamber is in your body's solar plexus, or in your pineal gland in your brain. You should verbally call out these numbers in sequence without stopping. But if you look at some of the numbers I posted, there is a space between them. Make sure you pause with a breath for that. Again, based on your BARC model, if visualizing it is tough, go with writing these numbers down. Kinesthetic people might even write these numbers, put it in a bottle of water and consume it. This tip is actually from Grigory Grabovoi himself. I know for some writing people, they write it on themselves or even on their clothing. So as long as you feel you're resonating with these numbers, there's no wrong way to do it. The visualization technique I gave you is just one of the most powerful I've experienced according to my personal experiences. So how do you incorporate this into your shadow work? Codes like 481-895-1749814 can help with anxiety and depression. When you're doing your actual shadow work while you're in your Merkaba meditation, you can visualize this code in your solar plexus or pineal gland while you're working with your shadow child. The meditation I talked about is the one in Module 5 of my 7-day course, which is linked over here. But please make sure you do the first 4 modules and the 5th modules a few times before integrating this into your shadow work, as it is really a lot to remember and you may be frustrated with being distracted in your meditations. So take things slowly and with patience. Before we end this video, I also wanted to specify one more thing. When you're saying these numbers out loud or writing it down, make sure you can really feel and get the sensation of the results you're hoping for. If you want wealth, saying those numbers bring extra energy if you can actually feel wealthy as you're saying it. Emotions are the key to this. If you're having trouble feeling certain emotions, let's say you're in a depressed and sad state now. I know a lot of people feel it's impossible to get out of that feeling. What you can do is assign special meanings to the numbers you're saying. For example, 519, 514, 319891 is a Grabovoi code to help with depression. You might look at the number 5 and find a special meaning for it. You can use their actual meanings as I've outlined earlier in this video, or maybe 5 has a special meaning for you because it relates to the month of your best friend's birthday. Find some positive assignments to these numbers and you can use them with your Grabovoi codes to realign your vibrations. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about Grabovoi codes, let me know in the comments below so I'll begin posting more of these codes. Also, I will be posting these codes on my Twitter and Instagram every week, where you can follow me there as well. I hope this clarifies everything on Grabovoi codes. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.